Have you ever experienced that overwhelming sensation that the world is vast beyond comprehension, while your aspirations seem to drift further away, almost unattainable? Allow me to recount a tale of a young child who embarked on a journey armed solely with an insatiable curiosity and an unwavering determination to acquire knowledge. He entered the world without any extraordinary abilities, lacking the wealth of a billionaire or the intellect of a genius. Yet, fueled by his unwavering passion, relentless determination, and an insatiable love for learning, he ascended to become one of the most powerful and influential figures on the global stage. That child, William Henry Gates III. His name has become a beacon of success and innovation, and his narrative transcends mere. Achieving wealth hinges on the unwavering belief in your aspirations, the relentless pursuit of hard work, and the transformative act of bringing your ideas to fruition. It revolves around the unwavering spirit of perseverance, regardless of the challenges that may arise. Today marks the beginning of our journey. We will delve into his childhood, exploring the depths of his curiosity, the myriad challenges he encountered, and the journey that led him to fall in love with computers. As you journey through this narrative, you will not only uncover the intricacies of Bill Gates's formative years, but you will also find yourself ignited with the motivation to pursue your own aspirations. As we progress, make it a point to continually gather new English words and phrases, much like Bill Gates has done throughout his journey. Each day presents an opportunity to discover something novel. On the 28th of October in the year 1955, a significant figure in the world of technology and philanthropy, Bill Gates, entered the world in the vibrant city of Seattle, Washington. He was raised in a nurturing and encouraging household. William Henry Gates III, a name that carries the weight of lineage, pays homage to both his father and grandfather, marking him as the third in this distinguished line. Yet, who could have foreseen that this seemingly ordinary child would evolve into a worldwide symbol of recognition and influence? Bill's family epitomized the essence of the average American household, not excessively wealthy, yet not facing hardship either. They relished a lifestyle that comfortably nestled within the middle-class spectrum. William H. Gates Sr., his father, stood tall and exuded a sense of discipline that defined his character as a lawyer. He was a man who held a steadfast belief in the value of hard work. Bill's mother, Mary Maxwell Gates, was an intelligent and kind woman who dedicated her early career to teaching before transitioning into roles on corporate boards. From his earliest days, Bill exhibited an insatiable curiosity. His parents often chuckled at how he could become utterly absorbed in an object or concept for hours, determined to unravel its mysteries. That insatiable curiosity revealed itself as one of his most significant strengths. From an early age, it was evident that Bill possessed remarkable intelligence. His passion for reading was insatiable. He would eagerly seize upon any book or article that crossed his path. At the tender age of 7, he found himself immersed in the pages of books that spanned the realms of science, history, and even the intricacies of law. His cherished refuge was the quaint family library, a serene haven where he could lose himself for hours, a book resting comfortably on his lap. However, Bill was not precisely the archetype of a diligent student. He frequently found himself drifting into boredom, as the lessons presented to him lacked the challenge he craved. He had little regard for rules, and on occasion, his teachers remarked that he was overly restless. Nevertheless, it was his keen intellect that distinguished him from the rest. One day, at the tender age of 9, a teacher posed a question to Bill, inquiring why he often appeared lost in thought during class. With a self-assured demeanor, Bill responded, "Because I've already read the book." This revelation did not go unnoticed by his parents, who soon began to take note of their son's precociousness. In search of greater challenges, Bill was enrolled at the esteemed Lakeside School, a renowned institution celebrated for its commitment to fostering the intellect of gifted students. The serene shores of Lakeside ultimately transformed the course of Bill's life in ways he could never have anticipated. In this very place, he stumbled upon a revelation that captivated him far beyond the allure of books: the world of computers. In the late 1960s, computers were a rare commodity, not easily accessible to the average person. These colossal machines dominated entire rooms, their imposing presence reserved solely for large corporations or prestigious universities. However, Lakeside boasted a computer, and in that moment, Bill found himself utterly captivated. Upon his initial encounter with the keyboard, he experienced an exhilarating sensation, as if he had been transported to an entirely new realm. Bill had stumbled upon the world of programming, and he found himself spending countless hours in the computer room, completely absorbed in the intricate dance of code and logic. His fervent passion drove him to forego other classes, dedicating himself entirely to the world of computers. Initially, his teachers experienced a sense of frustration, yet it wasn't long before they came to appreciate that Bill possessed a remarkable and distinctive talent. One day, his math teacher remarked, "Bill, you might change the world one day." Yet, he wasn't merely toying with the computer for amusement. By the age of 13, he had developed his inaugural program, a straightforward tic-tac-toe game that others could enjoy. Defeating the computer filled him with a profound sense of pride, illuminating the remarkable potential of programming and its capabilities. During his time at Lakeside, Bill encountered Paul Allen, a senior who shared his passion for computers with equal fervor. Paul exhibited a demeanor that was both reserved and contemplative, in stark contrast to Bill, whose vibrant energy and candidness made him a constant presence in conversation. Though their personalities varied greatly, a strong bond of friendship blossomed between them, rooted in their mutual passion. For countless hours, they engaged in spirited discussions about the future of computers. One day, amidst their animated exchange, Paul turned to Bill and remarked, "I truly believe that one day there will be a computer." In those days, the notion of having computers occupying every desk and residing in every home appeared utterly ludicrous. They were expensive, and only large corporations possessed them. However, Bill held a different perspective. He and Paul Allen began to envision the steps necessary to bring that dream to fruition. At the age of 15, Bill had progressed beyond merely studying. He was also venturing into the world of earning money. He joined forces with Paul to embark on their inaugural venture, TrowData, a company dedicated to developing a sophisticated program designed to analyze traffic data for urban environments. The project yielded an impressive $20,000, a substantial sum for teenagers. In the 1970s, Bill discovered an invaluable truth: success transcends the mere possession of brilliant ideas. It hinges on the ability to translate those ideas into tangible action. He came to understand that in order to attain grand aspirations, one must be willing to work diligently and embrace certain risks. While Bill had a deep passion for learning and a strong work ethic, he also possessed a playful spirit that added a delightful contrast to his serious pursuits. At Lakeside, he found pleasure in sitting beside the girls in class, not out of any desire to flirt, but rather because he perceived them as more focused and disciplined in their studies. This practice allowed him to experience a greater sense of comfort in his interactions with others. Bill possessed an intense competitive spirit, thriving on the thrill of a formidable challenge. He frequently challenged his friends to see who could unravel a problem the fastest. Defeat was simply not a possibility in his mind. He was prepared to go to any lengths to secure victory. His parents occasionally expressed concern that he was overly absorbed in the world of computers. One evening, his mother remarked, "Bill, you can't spend your whole life in front of a screen." Bill, with a knowing smile, responded, "Why not, Mom? One day, computers are going to change the world, and I want to be a part of that." Even at such a young age, he was already displaying the early signs of a leader. His passion extended beyond mere programming. He yearned to explore greater horizons. Bill envisioned the creation of something monumental, a company dedicated to making computers accessible to all. At Lakeside, Bill and Paul would often find themselves immersed in late-night conversations, sharing their aspirations and dreams under the starlit sky. While they lacked all the answers, a shared vision for the future united them. In the year 1973, an 18-year-old Bill Gates embarked on his academic journey at Harvard University, a prestigious institution renowned for its excellence. His parents brimmed with excitement at the news, for Harvard represented a significant milestone, a prestigious institution that held the promise of a bright future. They envisioned Bill walking the same path as his father, aspiring to don the mantle of a successful lawyer, just as his dad had done before him. However, Bill had alternative intentions. As his peers immersed themselves in the rigorous study of law, history, or medicine, Bill found himself spending his time in the computer lab, a realm where he felt most at ease. He chose to forego his classes, immersing himself in the intricate world of programming and the art of writing code. His focus revolved around addressing challenges and developing software aimed at enhancing the speed of computer operations. On a particular day, a professor from Harvard inquired about his choice to dedicate so much of his time to computers rather than concentrating on his academic pursuits. Bill smiled knowingly and remarked, "This is the future. Computers are poised to transform everything, and I intend to be prepared for it." Even in those early days, Bill's passion for computers distinguished him from his peers. He transcended the role of a typical student. He embodied the essence of a visionary. In the year 1974, during his college days, an event transpired that would irrevocably alter the course of his life. In a groundbreaking moment for technology, a company known as MITS unveiled the Altair 8800, marking the advent of the first personal computer. This represented a significant turning point, as until that moment, computers were large, expensive machines that only major corporations had the means to acquire. Upon encountering the Altair 8800, Bill and Paul Allen recognized an extraordinary opportunity. They were convinced that personal computers represented the dawn of a new era. Computers were rapidly gaining prominence, and they were eager to participate in this burgeoning phenomenon. On a fateful night, Paul reached out to Bill, urgency lacing his voice as he declared, "This is it. We must act swiftly before someone else seizes the opportunity." Bill, understanding the gravity of the moment, was fully on board. They decided to develop a software program aimed at enhancing the practicality of the AL 8800. But here's the twist. They didn't even possess one. They were tasked with crafting the program solely through their intellect and ingenuity. It was a monumental gamble, yet Bill held unwavering faith in their abilities. In the year 1975, at the tender age of 20, Bill found himself immersed in the depths of diving. He took a significant leap, departing from Harvard to embark on an entrepreneurial journey alongside Paul Allen. Can you envision the emotions swirling within his parents' hearts? They were filled with a sense of unease and concern. His mother exclaimed, "Bill, what are you doing? Harvard is your future." Yet Bill countered, "Mom, this is my future. I have a passion for computers and I can't let this opportunity slip away." It was not a simple decision to abandon such a renowned university and leap into a company fraught with uncertainty. It was a monumental risk. Yet Bill held steadfastly to his vision. In that very year, Bill and Paul embarked on a venture they called Microsoft, an abbreviation for microcomputer software. Their objective was quite clear-cut: to develop software tailored for personal computers. The initial months proved to be challenging. They found themselves without an office, devoid of funds, and lacking a team. Just two ambitious young men fueled by a shared dream. Bill immersed himself in the relentless rhythm of day and night, meticulously crafting lines of code and engaging in conversations with prospective clients. Meanwhile, Paul focused his efforts on forging strategic partnerships and amplifying the visibility of their burgeoning company. Their relentless efforts bore fruit when the program they developed for the Altair 8800 gained significant traction, capturing the attention of others in the field. As Microsoft began to capture the spotlight, Bill came to the realization that managing everything single-handedly was no longer feasible. He sought a group of skilled individuals, each brimming with the same fervor for innovation that fueled his own ambitions. Thus, he embarked on a quest to enlist the most talented programmers and engineers available, seeking out those whose skills and expertise would elevate his vision to new heights. Bill was a formidable boss, known for his unwavering expectations and relentless work ethic that surpassed that of anyone else in the office. He frequently lingered in the office until the early hours of the morning, meticulously ensuring that each line of code was flawless. He held a steadfast conviction that true greatness could only be attained through unwavering dedication and a complete investment of oneself. In the year 1980, Microsoft experienced a significant turning point in its journey. IBM was in the process of assembling a personal computer and required an operating system, akin to the brain of the computer, responsible for managing all its functions. IBM made an inquiry to Microsoft, hoping they could create a solution swiftly. Bill found himself without a pre-existing operating system at his disposal, yet he did not reject the opportunity. Instead, he made a commitment to deliver a solution. He swiftly acquired an existing operating system known as QDOS, implemented several enhancements, and rebranded it as MS-DOS. He then sold it to IBM, marking the inception of a monumental journey. Microsoft struck gold as every IBM computer began to incorporate their software, marking a pivotal moment in the tech landscape. This deal dramatically transformed the narrative, elevating Microsoft from a modest startup to a prominent player in the technology sector. Bill Gates transcended the role of a mere programmer. He emerged as a true leader. He possessed the remarkable ability to ignite passion within his team, motivating each member to pour their heart and soul into every endeavor. He embodied the spirit of innovation, unafraid to embrace risks and explore uncharted territories. Among his most renowned quotes is, "Success is a lousy teacher. It seduces smart people into thinking they can't lose." This serves as a poignant reminder that one should never allow themselves to become too complacent. Refrain from becoming overly confident simply due to your current success. Bill was deeply committed to the pursuit of knowledge and personal growth. He frequently emphasized to his team that there is always potential for development and improvement. Success was not easily attained. Microsoft faced fierce competition from various tech companies, and there were those who cast doubt on Bill's abilities. Yet, he never allowed that to weigh him down. With unwavering focus, he diligently toiled, consistently generating fresh concepts and innovations. He perceived each challenge as an opportunity for growth and self-improvement. As he reached the midpoint of his life, during the vibrant decade of the 1920s, Microsoft experienced remarkable growth and success. However, Bill found himself grappling with a sense of dissatisfaction. His aspirations soared beyond the ordinary. He envisioned a world where computers were not just luxuries, but affordable and accessible tools for every individual across the globe. That vision compelled him to exert himself with unparalleled determination. His ambition was to revolutionize the very essence of how individuals lived, engaged in their work, and interacted with one another. By the early 1980s, Microsoft had evolved from its humble beginnings into a formidable force within the software industry, establishing itself as a leading contender in the competitive landscape. Bill Gates and his dedicated team invested countless hours in the pursuit of creating superior programs and tools, catering to a diverse audience that spans from students to virtually anyone else in need. In the year 1985, Microsoft unveiled a groundbreaking product that would go on to become one of its most significant successes: Windows. This innovation revolutionized operating systems, transforming the user experience and significantly simplifying the way individuals interact with computers. Prior to the advent of Windows, navigating a computer was a daunting task, reserved solely for those with technical expertise. However, Windows transformed the narrative. Instantly, anyone could approach a computer and maneuver through it with merely a handful of clicks and commands. The launch of Windows marked a significant milestone for Microsoft. It soared in popularity, finding its way onto millions of computers across the globe, realizing Bill Gates's vision of placing a computer in every household. As Microsoft began its ascent, the landscape of competition expanded alongside it, with companies such as Apple also introducing groundbreaking technology. Steve Jobs, the visionary co-founder of Apple, stood as one of the most formidable rivals to Bill Gates. Yet there was an intriguing twist to their rivalry. Despite being competitors, Bill and Steve shared an unusual respect for one another. Steve once remarked that although Bill lacked a certain flair for creativity, he excelled in the realm of business management. Bill offered some kind words for Steve as well, noting that Steve possessed a distinctive flair for design and truly understood the art of creation. Despite their contrasting approaches, both individuals shared a common aspiration: to harness technology as a means to transform the world. In the year 1987, at the remarkably young age of 31, Bill Gates achieved the extraordinary milestone of becoming the youngest self-made billionaire in history. Can you envision it? A child who once dedicated countless hours to the confines of a school computer lab had transformed into one of the wealthiest individuals in the vicinity. Yet Bill refused to allow his achievements to breed complacency. Instead, he drove himself to strive even harder. He believed that great success brings with it significant responsibility. Among his notable sayings is, "If you're born poor, it's not your fault. The responsibility for financial failure lies squarely on your shoulders. It is a matter of seizing control of your destiny through relentless effort and unwavering resolve. During the time Bill was diligently constructing the empire that is Microsoft, his personal life was also flourishing. In 1987, he encountered Melinda French, an intelligent, compassionate, and driven individual who was part of the Microsoft team. Their relationship blossomed as they discovered a profound alignment in their values, particularly the shared vision of leveraging their achievements to contribute positively to the world. In the year 1994, Bill and Melinda exchanged vows in a modest yet intimate ceremony set against the picturesque backdrop of Hawaii. Their wedding exuded an air of simplicity and elegance, perfectly reflecting their grounded nature. Their family comprises 3 children. Jennifer, born in 1996, has blossomed into a talented equestrian and is currently pursuing a degree in medicine. Rory, born in 1999, is recognized for his intelligence and introverted nature. And Phoebe, born in 2002, mirrors her father's passion for learning and creativity. Despite being among the wealthiest families globally, Bill and Melinda approached the upbringing of her children with a grounded perspective, choosing not to inundate them with an abundance of luxuries. Instead, she focused on imparting the values of diligence and compassion, ensuring they understood the significance of hard work and the power of kindness in their lives. Managing a colossal enterprise such as Microsoft was far from effortless. Bill frequently faced scrutiny from both the media and rival companies. Opinions varied widely. Some individuals characterized him as excessively ruthless in the realm of business, while others expressed apprehension regarding the practices employed by Microsoft. In the late 1990s, Microsoft found itself embroiled in a significant legal battle as the United States government leveled accusations against the tech giant, alleging that it employed unfair practices to dominate the software market. Bill faced a challenging period as the case stretched on for years, yet he remained resolute and refused to give up. He confronted those challenges head-on, gleaned insights from his missteps, and continued to steer Microsoft with unwavering determination. With the passage of time, he came to understand that his wealth held the potential to accomplish far more than merely sustaining a prosperous business. In the year 2000, he and Melinda embarked on a significant journey by establishing the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation, which has since grown to become one of the largest charitable organizations in existence. The foundation is dedicated to addressing some of the most pressing challenges facing the world today, such as they are dedicated to enhancing global health by addressing diseases such as malaria, tuberculosis, and HIV/AIDS, while also offering vital education. The foundation provides essential support for children in underprivileged countries, enabling them to attend school and receive an education. They ensure that communities are provided with access to clean drinking water. Bill once expressed that, beyond a certain threshold, money holds little significance for him. His true focus lies in constructing an organization dedicated to aiding those in greatest need. Throughout his life, Bill has imparted a wealth of insightful wisdom. Below are a selection of his most uplifting and thought-provoking quotes. 1. I choose a seemingly lazy individual to handle a challenging task, as they often discover the most efficient method to accomplish it. This illustrates that occasionally, the most straightforward concepts and breakthroughs emerge from the most unexpected origins. 2. Avoid the temptation to measure your worth against others. Engaging in such comparisons only serves to diminish your own value. Bill encourages everyone to focus on their individual journeys, steering clear of distractions that others may present. 3. Success demands patience. It is not an overnight phenomenon, rather, it requires time, diligent effort, and an abundance of patience, my friends. I frequently find myself pondering the vast sums of money that Bill Gates accumulates. Although determining the precise figure can be challenging, let us dissect the details. In the brief span of a single second, he accumulates approximately $127. In just a single minute, that amounts to approximately $7,600, and when extended over the course of a day, it exceeds a staggering $10 million. Despite his considerable wealth, Bill chooses not to lead a life of extravagance. Instead, he dedicates himself to utilizing his resources to assist others and contribute to the improvement of the world around him. On a fateful day, a budding journalist found herself presented with the remarkable opportunity to conduct an interview with him. The journalist felt a surge of excitement mingled with a hint of nervousness as he prepared to pose his questions to Bill about. In the course of an interview, a journalist posed a question to Bill Gates regarding the elusive secret behind his remarkable success. Bill smiled warmly, reached into his pocket and produced a blank check, holding it out with a casual confidence. "Just fill in any amount you want and take it," he said, his tone light yet earnest. The journalist, momentarily stunned, processed the unexpected offer and let out a nervous laugh, thinking it might be a jest. "No, no, I'm not looking for money," he replied, a hint of disbelief in his voice. "I simply must uncover your secret," Bill said, his smile unwavering as he pressed on. "I truly mean it. Feel free to write whatever you wish." A sense of unease washed over the journalist, leading to a reluctant refusal of the offer. Once again he stated, "Sir, I respect you, but I cannot accept your money. My only desire is to learn from you." Bill Gates regarded him thoughtfully and responded, "That is the essence of my success. When I encounter an opportunity, I seize it without a moment's hesitation. You had the opportunity to accept that check, yet you paused. Many individuals forfeit their chances because they overanalyze or allow fear to dictate their choices. True success is reserved for those who dare to act." The journalist understood the lesson. Success is not solely a product of diligence. It also hinges on the willingness to embrace risk. In the early 2000s, Microsoft stood as a titan in the technology landscape, with Bill Gates reigning as the luminary of the industry. His brilliance was universally admired and respected. As the company grew, Bill came to the profound realization that his aspirations extended beyond merely managing a business. In the year 2006, he unleashed a significant revelation. He would be stepping away from his daily responsibilities at Microsoft. People were taken aback. What could possibly compel an individual to depart from the very company they had painstakingly constructed? Yet Bill possessed his own justifications. He remarked, "I've been quite fortunate. Having achieved success in the tech industry, I now feel a profound desire to contribute positively to the world." Following his departure from Microsoft, Bill fully committed himself to the endeavors of the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation. This was not merely a charity. It stood as one of the most ambitious undertakings in existence. Bill expressed that the goal is to provide every child, regardless of their background, with the opportunity to lead a healthy and fulfilling life. Yet, in the face of his relentless dedication, there were those who questioned whether his foundation possessed the capacity to address such monumental challenges. Meanwhile, others leveled accusations that he was merely leveraging his fortune for personal gain. Money wields power, yet Bill remained impervious to the surrounding negativity. His gaze was steadfastly fixed on his goals. He famously remarked, "If I listened to every critic, I'd never get anything done. This encapsulates the essence of prioritizing the work over the noise. It serves as a significant lesson for all of us. Regardless of the path we choose, skeptics will always linger. The key lies in maintaining determination and nurturing self-belief. Bill doesn't merely dispense funds. He is committed to uncovering innovative solutions. Among his most thrilling endeavors is a project focused on clean energy. He observed that climate change stands as one of the most significant threats facing our world today. In response to this challenge, he began to allocate funds towards initiatives focused on renewable energy, specifically solar and wind power projects. He additionally supported research focused on the development of safe and sustainable nuclear energy solutions. Bill holds a steadfast belief that by investing in science, we can confront and overcome even the most formidable challenges that lie ahead. Although he no longer leads Microsoft, his influence continues to inspire millions around the globe. He frequently addresses audiences at schools, universities, and conferences, imparting his insights through engaging and thought-provoking talks. The journey inspires young individuals to aspire to grand dreams. One of his timeless pieces of wisdom is to abandon the notion of waiting for the perfect moment. Embrace the present, take bold risks, make mistakes, and glean valuable lessons from the experience. Despite being among the richest individuals in the world, Bill Gates leads a remarkably unpretentious lifestyle. Indeed, he resides in a spacious home, yet he refrains from squandering his wealth on extravagant vehicles or superfluous indulgences. Rather, he finds great pleasure in cherishing moments with his family. He and Melinda dedicated themselves to nurturing their children, instilling in them a strong foundation of values that would guide them throughout their lives. They did not simply provide their children with unrestricted access to funds. They made the decision to allocate the majority of their wealth to charitable causes. Bill expressed his desire for his children to cultivate their own identities, believing that providing them with excessive financial support would diminish their motivation and ambition. His approach to parenting imparts a profound lesson. Genuine success transcends mere financial gain. It fundamentally revolves around the essence of one's character. Despite his billionaire status, Bill Gates adheres to a straightforward routine, firmly believing that cultivating good habits is essential for a successful life. In the quiet embrace of morning, he begins his day with a ritual steeped in curiosity, immersing himself in the pages of books that explore the realms of science, history, and beyond. He believes that reading truly expands one's mind and stimulates critical thinking. Although he has departed from Microsoft, he continues to engage in foundational projects, convenes with scientists, and monitors their advancements. As the sun sets and the day draws to a close, he finds solace in the familiar rhythm of bridge, a card game that he plays with his friends. This cherished ritual not only allows him to unwind but also sharpens his intellect, creating a perfect blend of relaxation and mental engagement. Bill holds a firm belief in the power of curiosity, emphasizing the importance of dedicating time to learn, regardless of how hectic life may become. He asserts that investing in knowledge is the most valuable investment one can make. Throughout the tumultuous period of the COVID-19 pandemic, Bill Gates emerged as a significant figure, providing substantial assistance and support. Bill Gates contributed billions of dollars to support the development of vaccines and ensure their distribution to underprivileged nations. His narrative transcends the mere act of founding Microsoft or amassing immense wealth. It delves into the profound transformation of our understanding of success itself. For many, the essence of success is often measured in terms of wealth, recognition, and influence. However, for Bill, true success lies in the profound impact he has on the lives of others. Following his departure from Microsoft, he emerged as a beacon of hope and possibility, illustrating to the world that true success transcends mere personal accomplishment. True personal achievements begin to flourish when you channel your success into uplifting others. During one of his discussions, he articulated that the true gauge of success lies not in personal achievements, but rather in the number of lives you have positively impacted. This simple yet powerful concept emerged as the foundation of his endeavors. As the years pass, Bill Gates continues to maintain his relentless pace, showing no signs of deceleration. He is deeply committed to addressing some of the most pressing challenges facing our world today. Through his foundation, he actively engages in initiatives aimed at combating climate change, enhancing educational opportunities, and eradicating diseases such as malaria and polio. Bill Gates frequently emphasizes that the future is not merely a path we stroll down, it is a landscape we actively shape. Let us forge a future where every individual has the opportunity to thrive. By the year 2023, he had contributed more than $50 billion through the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation. However, the essence of his message transcends monetary contributions. It lies in the philosophy of generosity. Gates asserts that wealth is not a treasure to hoard. He often articulates that those fortunate enough to achieve success bear a duty to give back to society. Wealth, in his view, should serve as a tool to address challenges rather than exacerbate them. In the year 2010, Bill and Warren Buffett initiated a significant movement by establishing the Giving Pledge. This commitment saw some of the wealthiest individuals across the globe vowing to donate the majority of their fortunes to charitable causes. Currently, over 230 billionaires have joined this initiative. This profound act of kindness serves as a poignant reminder that true greatness lies not in what one accumulates, but in what one selflessly offers to others. Despite the admiration of millions for Bill Gates, he has encountered his own set of challenges, notably the announcement of his separation from Melinda in 2021. After 27 years of marriage, the decision to pursue a divorce proved to be an arduous journey for him, affecting him deeply on both personal and professional fronts. Rather than allowing it to weigh him down, Bill maintained his focus on his aspirations. He and Melinda continued to collaborate on their foundation, prioritizing Chinese letter over their individual challenges. This chapter of his life imparts a profound lesson. Challenges are inevitable, yet the manner in which you confront them reveals your true character. Bill frequently remarks that life will challenge you in ways you could never anticipate, yet a challenge presents an opportunity for growth and resilience. Bill Gates, a figure of immense influence throughout history, has imparted a wealth of wisdom. Presented below are a selection of his most uplifting reflections intended for the upcoming generation. 1. Envision grand aspirations, yet take the initial steps with modest beginnings. Do not linger for the ideal moment to arrive. Embark on your journey right at this very point, utilizing the resources at your disposal, and cultivate your path from that foundation. 2. Welcome failure with open arms. It is not merely the antithesis of success. Rather, it constitutes an integral part of the journey itself. Every error imparts a lesson of great significance. 3. Appreciate the worth of your time. Time stands as your most invaluable resource. Utilize it with discernment. Allocate it towards pursuits that hold true significance, such as education, personal development, and aiding those in need. Maintain a sense of wonder. While the world grapples with its myriad challenges, it simultaneously brims with a wealth of opportunities waiting to be seized. Continue your journey of exploration and the pursuit of solutions. Moreover, kindness possesses a remarkable strength. The world stands in need of greater compassion. Extend kindness not merely for the sake of convenience, but because it is the morally correct choice to make. Recall his words. Ultimately, it transcends the pursuit of wealth, recognition, or accolades. It revolves around the relationships you cherish and the legacy you leave behind. The life of Bill Gates serves as a powerful testament to the idea that anyone has the potential to create meaningful change in the world. Regardless of your starting point, the path to greatness is within your reach. Once a curious child with an insatiable love for reading and an affinity for computers, he has transformed into a global icon, leaving an indelible mark on the world. Here are several important lessons gleaned from his journey. 1. Education holds immense power. Embrace the journey of learning without end. Understanding serves as the key to unleashing your true capabilities. 2. Seize the opportunity. Do not linger for the ideal moment to arrive. Begin with the basics and gradually progress from there. 3. Embrace resilience. Life unfolds with its myriad of highs and lows, yet each challenge presents a unique opportunity for growth and transformation. 4. Contribute to the world. True success lies in the act of uplifting others. Others truly have the power to affect change in the world. It is essential to remain humble, regardless of your achievements. Always remember your roots and keep your feet firmly planted on the ground. The influence of Bill Gates on the world will resonate for generations to come. He has demonstrated that a single individual, fueled by vision and determination, can alter the course of history. From the inception of Microsoft to his efforts in combating global poverty, from revolutionizing technology to motivating future generations, Bill Gates's legacy exemplifies the virtues of hard work, curiosity, and compassion. His life unfolds as an inspiring narrative. This narrative unfolds with threads of bravery, creativity, and kindness, yet at its core, it resonates with a profound sense of hope. Regardless of your identity or background, you possess the power to mold your own destiny. Learn from Bill's journey, welcome the obstacles that come your way, and pursue your aspirations with fervor. Keep in mind that greatness is not defined by your starting point. Rather, it hinges on the distance you are prepared to travel. This is not the conclusion of Bill Gates's narrative. Rather, it marks the inception of the enduring legacy he is poised to leave in his wake. This serves as a poignant reminder to each of us that we, too, possess the power to effect change.